Give me a second. What do you think of my outfit? Got something under my bum. Just my belt. Where did I put this? Don't like this lighting. Ooh, I don't even need a light. Alright guys. Hello. So I'm here because I've genuinely been feeling so stuck and so paralyzed by life. Don't ask me why I'm wearing headphones because I want to. Anyway, I've just had the worst year of my life. And Onion pointed out to me that every single year I say that I've had the worst year of my life. But to be honest with you, if you asked me, the worst years of my life were probably 2021, 2023, and 2026. God forbid, like the year I've still got hopes for this year. The year is not over. But for what I've seen of it so far, it's not been the best. And it has been objectively the worst year of my life. Like the worst 2021 was like here. 2023 was like here. 2026 is like all the way to the top. And if I told you what happened in 2023, you would understand the weight of what I'm saying. But yeah, it's been treacherous, genuinely. And I just feel like I just reached a point where I just stopped functioning as a human being, and I just had to ask for help. Like the amount of I don't even want to tell the whole story because it's just gonna be long. And once again, I forgot to plug my mic. I forgot to plug my mic. So give me 1 second. Let me plug my mic. I'll come back. Okay. Hi, beautiful people. Now, hopefully, you should hear me better. I don't know if you want to hear my voice, but I guess you don't really have a choice. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I've just had a really rough year, and I just had to ask for help multiple times. Like, I'm not even gonna say the whole story because for different reasons I can't really say the story. But there's just so much that's happened, and I just pray genuinely that one day I'm able to speak my truth, because yeah, like I was talking about this the other day in regards to like Michael Jackson. So random, but yeah, like I feel like sometimes you can cause harm without intending to cause harm, and I feel like sometimes when I express or share my version of things or my experience in general, it seems as if I'm trying to portray something that is not true. But ultimately, what I've experienced is what I've experienced. And so like it's not like I'm trying to paint a narrative or make people believe. Like it's just plain and simple what I experienced. Now, if what I'm experiencing is not what you've experienced, that's a completely different story. But I feel like a lot of the times I've made to feel like what I'm saying or what I've experienced is like I'm making it up, or like I'm not having a full total perspective of things. Anyway, that is not even what I wanted to talk about. So let's move on from that. Okay, let's move on from that. Mind you, this video is not scripted at all. I don't even know why you clicked on this video. I do appreciate you clicking on this video, but my wig is not on. I've got the ugliest braids in. I've got this makeup that is old of maybe 10 hours. I've had a really treacherous day. So I just really wanted to talk, and I'm glad that you're here to listen to me. But one of the reasons why this year has been hard for me, like I even forgot what I was saying earlier. I wanted to say that like this year has been so hard, and like two different times I was like offered antidepressants by like doctors, and both times I declined it. It's just because I don't really know much about medicine and all of that jazz, and like it's like I don't really want to take something that I don't know yet, especially because I don't trust the government. Call me a conspiracy theorist if you want, but I just don't. And I feel like I just need more studies done, and there's so many studies about like how hard it is to come off them and everything like that. So yeah, it's just something I wasn't confident in. If obviously somebody has done more research and they feel confident taking it and obviously it's helped them, then good for you. I'm happy for you. But I just felt like I wasn't at that point and I wasn't just going to take it because. Does that make sense? Cool. Yeah, so I rejected that twice. And I've been seeing a psychotherapist basically every week. Because yeah, my life has just been some way. Like I can't even explain it well. And I had discussions with my university about dropping out because of everything that has been going on. So like genuinely, like it is not an understatement when I say that it has been the worst year of my life. Like, and it just, what made it worse is that everything was happening back to back. Something happened at the beginning, like something happened on my birthday. When I tell you that my birthday was the worst birthday that I've ever had in my whole entire life, I am not understating that. And it really pained me for like the whole ending of 2024. Or was it 2025? Like, I never had a birthday that was as bad as that. And that's why this year I really want to enjoy my birthday. And I might even vlog it, but I just had the worst year of my life, genuinely. And something happened in September, and then something happened in October. Something like every single month of the year, I was collecting gemstones. Like every single month. I mean, like yeah. And so obviously I received all of that support, and then I've been in uni for some time in it, but let me go back a little bit. When I first came to England, obviously I'm from Italy. If you guys don't know why this time, I don't even know why you're here. I'm joking. But I was born in Italy, speak Italian. Yes, I speak Italian. And yeah, I came to the UK and I was given exam support. So I was given support for my written exams because obviously I came to the country and I wasn't really, like, I wasn't at my standard. That's what they said. So they gave me a dictionary. So I got extra time for using the dictionary. The only issue is I'm not good at asking for help or receiving help. Either one of the two. Or both. And I didn't use the dictionary. If there was a word that I didn't understand, I just sucked it up. I was like, bruh, if I don't understand it, let me use context clues. When I was in lessons, generally, my usual operandos, blah, blah, when I've got the time in like 2 hours of English language, cool, I'm going to use my dictionary. I'm going to make me a map, a list of all the words that I need to learn. Cool, because I sat my GCSEs like a year after I came to England, speaking like some level 1 English to do GCSEs. So I obviously needed to step my game and I got my little 9, period. But anyway, when it got to the exam, I know I don't have time and I'm not going to use the dictionary just because I don't understand a few words. So I used the extra time without the dictionary. Like the dictionary was shut most of the times. Unless like I was completely lost. I was like, yeah, I don't understand this word. Then I open it. Otherwise, shut. And I used all of the time. Then I went to sixth form and it just transferred. Like because I got it in high school, they just transferred it to sixth form. So now I got extra time in sixth form as well. I promise you guys. And that was not dictionary related. It was just blah, blah. No, it did. Let me lie. It didn't get transferred. I had to fight tooth and nail for that extra time because Hakima, big up Hakima, yeah, told me that I didn't even know it was possible to get extra time in sixth form. She came to me and was like, oh, bless you, they blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. I went and fought tooth and nail, did all the assessment, blah, blah. And it told me that they couldn't really assess me because I didn't speak English, so I don't even know what that means. But they managed to do some assessment, don't know where, I don't know how. And I got my extra time. So grateful to God. I got to uni and I got to tell them, blah, blah, I got help in high school, got help in sixth form. Can you give me help? And they're like, oh, to be honest, you've been in the country for long enough by this time because it was like 5 years. And I was like, oh, that is actually true, but I'm still struggling. Like, I still need my extra time. And they're like, oh, technically we can't give it to you because you don't have evidence, but because of you've received in the past, we'll give you like a little bit of help. And this was like in October. Like I went to uni for 1 month. I was like, yeah, guys, I cannot do this. Yeah, I'm struggling. Someone help me, please. And they said, yeah, I can give you a little bit of help, blah, blah, blah. Cool. They told me, if you want extra help, you need to go and get assessed. I'm looking at her. I'm thinking, assessed for what? I'm looking at like access for what? All I asked you for extra time. I had extra time before. Give me extra time again. Do you know what I mean? Cool. Now, yeah, mind you, I'm just all over the place all of the time. And I do tend to have depressive episodes like very frequently. So, yeah, like the year I went a bit some way. I just got like busy, like different things. I just fully put it in the side of my mind. Like, it was something that I knew I had to do, but it was just like too far back that I can't be bothered. That, you know what I mean? I come back to uni the year after. I'm just sat there thinking like, bro, I'm actually like legit struggling. I don't even know how I passed last year. Like, I actually need help. And mind you, all of these things in my life were happening, like involving my whole family, like just everything going on, and like I was just struggling overall. And I was like, yeah, guys, I'm actually gonna need some help. This is beyond my. Mind you, I was really struggling without all these things going on. Now all this added to me and added to the stress. I was like, yeah, guys, I cannot do this. Let me go for, and I was on placement as well. If you don't know, I study occupational therapy, and at the time I was on placement. So all of this is going on and I'm on placement, and it was a very sensitive placement, and I just felt overwhelmed all of the time. Like, it was a really hard time. It was a really hard time. But when you tell people, they will never understand. Anyway, yeah, so I was like, yeah, low key, I need to sort this out. And the process of getting that assessment type of thing, I'm gonna call it assessment. It was not really an assessment, but it's like a screening. Yeah, that's the term. That's the terminology. That's correct terminology. It was a screening, and it was like emails back and forth. And that's the thing, I hate emails. Like, I can't do emails. But so I had to send a lot of emails, and that's why it put me off for a whole year. By that point, I was like, yeah, if I don't do this, I might just die. I might just die. Let me send these emails. Send the emails, got my screening. Then they told me, yeah, you're compatible. No, you have traits compatible with ADHD, which, surprise, surprise, my whole life, I've been suspecting I have ADHD, and autism. And I looked at her, she looked at me. I said, yeah, to be honest, I hear it. Fair enough. And it's not completely like crazy, because I do have family members with autism. So it's like, okay, cool. Although, like, it's not like I've been knowing, like, no, like, in the past year or so, all those people have been diagnosed. So it's not like I've been knowing since a child that it goes in my family. No, I was just like, in the past year, everybody's been diagnosed. It's kind of like, we're all collecting gemstones, guys. Anyway. Yeah, so I was like, oh, scary. And like, it was really hard time, because again, all of that stuff was going on, and I got like that screening, and it just like kind of changed my life. And like, I didn't really have anyone to speak to about that. It was kind of like, it was really lonely, because I like, it just felt like my whole world changed 360. And a lot of things that like I've always blamed people for like leaving me out of, like, it was like, oh, you're like, people don't like me, or blah blah blah, like, why am I always left out of situations, or why am I blah blah blah. Like, it just made me reflect more on things. It's like, maybe sometimes I'm the one that stepped out and necessarily not gone out to my way to talk to people, and that's why maybe I've been left out, whilst other people are more like outgoing, like they'll go and search for that contact. Yeah, I'll just like kind of stay on the side. So obviously it's easier for those people to merge compared to me, like stuff like that. Like, I'm really rethought my whole life and everything around, and it's like, yeah, maybe I can see why certain things happened the way they happened. But yeah, and it was really lonely to go through all of that by myself. Like, it's like, oh, my whole world has just changed. Like, what the heck? And my university is amazing. Honestly, everybody in my university is like stars. Genuinely, like, they've actually helped me so much. Like, from the learning support to like my actual like lecturers and everything. Like, genuine like gems. Bro, I'm gonna cry. This is not one of the music videos, I promise. But maybe it is. I don't know. But like, they've actually really helped me in terms of like having conversations with me and putting support in place, and it just made going to uni a little bit easier. But it's never going to be as easy as it's meant to be, even though uni is so hard. And a lot of people go like, oh, you're just a uni student. Like, uni is actually hard. But anyway, yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. And so, because the screening was so like, it was so blatant, like, this is like, if you don't have ADHD and autism, I don't know what to tell you, because this is like, it was so like, she brought me a 12-page report. Like, 12-page report. So I got support from the government, support from my university. Everybody has been so nice, but like, I didn't really have anyone to speak to, anyone that would really understand where I was at that moment in time, other than my family members, obviously. But yeah, I'm just not used to talking to my family, so it's been really weird to me to communicate to my family again. It's like, yeah, but that's besides the point. yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is because, yeah, I just feel like sometimes it's just hard living like this. And before I even had a screen or anything like that, I just really thought like I was broken. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, my life is blah. But yeah, sometimes like I just can't do the things that I need to do or I want to do, and like I just feel stuck and I feel like paralyzed. Like that's just how, and I've said this since, like I've said this like my whole life, and now like I know that it's normal, like not normal, but like it's common. Do you know what I mean? It's common. I'm not weird. I'm not broken. It's something that happens often. Yeah, and I just kind of felt like that just now, and like I've got so many things in my head. I've got so much to do, and all I can do is just sit down and like my head hurts from thinking. My head actually hurts from thinking. And who's looking for me on my watch? um Fair enough. Anyway, I've had to this I was gonna do a video about this, like my favorite in May, but I got this watch in May and it's actually changed my life. Like I can, because I ignore messages and I don't like my phone being on high notification because I don't like drawing attention and I don't like noise. So obviously having this helps me to still see my messages and I can turn the volume off and like it comes straight on my on my thing, because obviously I'm not on my phone. Even now I'm not on my phone, so if someone was contacting me really urgently I wouldn't know. Besides the point, let me go back to the point. Another reason why I'm doing this, other than the fact that I was, and like, you see, like that's the reason why I started this YouTube channel to begin with, because I think to myself and I talk to myself a lot. Call me weird, I don't even know, but talking to a camera just makes me feel better. It's like doing my makeup, like it just makes me feel better. Once I've done it, it makes me feel better. The contra side to that is that I don't like feeling stuff on my face. So I like doing my makeup, but I don't like feeling makeup on my face. That's why I like doing other people's makeup, because I can do the makeup, but it's not on my face. Anyway, that's why I like also do my videos whilst I do my makeup kind of thing. Like it's like I'm combining the two things that I love the most. And yeah, and I love editing, and I'm just praying that this year, like from today onwards, I've got enough time and dopamine and everything to actually hone in on my passions and do what I like to do. God willing, genuinely, like I've got so many passions. If you guys knew me, like, and those of you who know me, like you can certify to that. If I only told you the amount of Instagram accounts I've got, yeah, cool. Follow all of them, by the way. But yeah, anyway, the reason why I'm here today is because tomorrow and Sunday, on Saturday, today's Friday, by the way. On Saturday, I'm getting assessed for ADHD, and on Sunday, I'm getting assessed for autism, because there's two separate assessments, and I'm so grateful. I've not had to wait long. By the way, the only reason why I'm getting diagnosed is because I want to have the option of having ADHD medicine. What is it called? I forgot. But because I feel like I'm struggling too much. Like I've struggled like this before, but compared to everything that's happened this year, I have gone to a point where I just don't function as a human being anymore. I've experienced so much trauma and abuse and everything that I just can't function. Like before I was barely functioning. Now I just don't function, and I can't live like this. So I need to have the option of it. And yeah, and that's why I'm getting diagnosed. And if I'm getting diagnosed with ADHD, I just thought, let me just do both. But I've got a bone to pick with whoever is in charge of assessments, because now I've told you I've got ADHD, yeah, and you've made me feel a Martin Luther level of length of page, yeah, for you to even consider me for an assessment. I'm thinking, what are we doing, guys? It was so long. It took me 3 months to do, not because I did some every day. No, I put it off for 3 months. And then I did it. And the moment I did it, it took them a week to get back to me. So now imagine if I did that 3 months ago. By this time, I'll be diagnosed already. But isn't that the whole point of ADHD? Like, isn't that the whole reason why I'm getting diagnosed? But yeah, I feel like one day I'll just come back and talk about this a bit more. But yeah, I just felt in my heart to talk about it and just have this conversation. And God willing, I will come back tomorrow, and I will come back on Sunday and tell you what the results are. Let's all act like we're surprised. Okay? That's the game that we're going to play. Everybody act surprised. Surprise party. Yeah? Cool. Also, guys, I'm really intention to have the best birthday I've ever had in my life this year to balance out last year's mess. Okay, so like in the next few months, there's only like 2 months left. 2 months left. So 3 months left. So I've never been good at maths. So wish me happy birthday every day, guys, or like every second day of the month, just to like in preparation. Okay. Right, I've talked for too long, and I've talked for like 20 minutes now, and I've only got 30 minutes of recording on this camera. So I guess I'll take my cue. Thank you so much for listening to me. I don't know why I'm doing the outro of the video, because I don't know, because I might record tomorrow. Or maybe I'll use this as the end of the video. Anyway, let me just pretend that this is the outro of the whole video. Thank you so much for listening to me. I do genuinely do appreciate you listening to me, because you don't have to. And I didn't say anything groundbreaking, like, do you know what I mean? But yeah. And a lot of the time it's like, blessing, why would you prefer why would you always talk on your phone? Or why would you blah 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 blah? And it's like, okay, cool. You've had friends your whole life. What? I either spoke to my phone or spoke to myself a lot growing up. So if now I pick up my phone or I pick up a camera to speak, then why is that weird? Like, it's like, I'm very mindful of my footprint. I'm very mindful of like keeping my safety. Like if I vlog something, I've never vlogged something that would expose me. Like I've never been stupid with it. Does that make sense? So I don't understand why that's an issue. But anyway. You see, I always go off topic. But I do appreciate every one of you, and I do appreciate every single one of you subscribe to my channel. And guys, if we get to like 1,000 subscribers, I'll do a meetup. Yeah, I'll bake cookies because my cookies are really good. I'll do a collab with Kitan. Yeah, we'll bake cookies and we'll give them out to my subscribers. So keep an eye on that and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything, because I know you're trying to save to go on holiday, guys. So yeah, this was my 2 cents, because that's all I've got in my bank account, guys. Make the right person famous. Like, actually make the right person famous. Slight hint. Okay, I've talked too long. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you on Sunday. Tomorrow is Saturday. On Sunday, this is not a threat unless you make me threaten you. Yeah, see you then. Unless I edited this. I'm stressing myself out. Unless I've edited this in a way that this is the end part. Okay, if that's the case, then bye.